Goldman Sachs and others. It's absolutely imperative the IMF and the Euro Group in Greece sort this out, said Chancellor of the Exchequer attending the spring meeting of the IMF and World Bank in Washington. So again, holding everybody hostage on that front. Here's another report on that same front. Financial Times of London. U.S. prepares to push for global capital rules. A global regime over all financial institutions and all financial transactions with a tax, and the United States is pushing it. And what does the UN call this when you actually watch C-SPAN and watch the EU commissioners and watch the Parliament in England and watch the G20? They say world government, and they clap and, oh, we did a great job, bankers. We got all their internal emails as well. We ruined them. We took the Western free countries down. We've economically dominated them, and they all sit up there, big fat criminals with paramilitary troops with machine guns guarding them, just robbing everything. And we've seen it happen over and over and over again in other countries. And now they're going to take us all the way to the wall, just beating the financial daylights out of us, taking everything we've got, always posing as the saviors. And if we get uppity as citizens and keep exposing them, well, Bill Clinton comes out on TV and says, if you Tea Party people don't shut up your rhetoric, there's going to be terror attacks. And you better believe who's going to stage those terror attacks. Good old Uncle Sam, who works for the bankers, are going to blow up some buildings and then blame it on the American people. That's how they keep the slaves in line. But this time, we're aware of the Gulf of Tonkin being staged. This time, we know the Reichstag fire was staged. We have Operation Northwoods, thanks to ABC News. U.S. government plan to attack U.S. cities as pretext for war with Cuba. In fact, pull up ABC News Operation Northwoods. And then I tell ABC News reporters about government plans to stage terror attacks, and you get a blank stare. Just Google it for people right now. Operation Northwoods, plan to terrorize U.S. cities. You see, we need to wake up and find out that we do have a criminal government. We are in trouble, and we've got to wake up, smell the coffee, face the hard facts, and take our nation back. We could just arrest all these top bankers. They've committed so many crimes. Ron Paul's been on air and agreed. We could just bring them to justice and then rebuild our country. But no, in America, we've been taught to be cowards and to lay down and lick the boots of any corrupt scumbag in a three-piece suit. And because of that, we have no future until you wake up and get up off your butt.
AirandAqua.com is your one-stop shop for some of the most affordable air and water purification systems available on the market today. AirandAqua.com knows exactly what doesn't belong in our air and our water, and they know exactly how to help you rid your home or office of these harmful toxins. Did you know that your skin actually absorbs more chlorine while you shower than from the water you drink? AirandAqua.com can help you eliminate dangerous chlorine from your water. AirandAqua.com carries atmospheric water generators, glass water bottles, chlorine-reducing shower filters, air purifiers, water ionizers, filters that remove up to 95% of the fluoride in your water, whole house water purification systems, solar-powered lawn and garden products, water testing kits, and more. Visit AirandAqua.com. That's AirandAqua.com. Or call 1-866-380-2782. That's 1-866-380-2782. AirandAqua.com. Purify your life today.
You may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Don't answer it. If fear strikes your heart when the phone rings, knowing it may be another bill collector, it's time for you to call Zero Debt in 90 days. 800-477-9256. Settlements, bankruptcy, and attorneys are not the answer and may end up costing you up to 10 times more than necessary. Listen, if you're already in debt, does it make sense to get buried in another payment plan? Zero Debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days guaranteed, without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. Get the fastest relief from debt on the planet when you call 800-477-9256. If you have debt with the IRS, credit cards, student loans, or a foreclosure, we can help at Zero Debt in 90 days, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com, or call now for free information. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256.
Took it all away. The lanes and the meadows, the places where you used to play. It was an inside job by the well-connected. Your little protest, so merrily rejected. It was an inside job.
I tell you, it is so depressing. I was just talking to the ABC. Well, sometimes he's the host of the nightly news. I was just in there talking to him, and I was explaining that the private central banks have announced they're forming a global government. And he said, well, couldn't you be wrong about that? And I said, no, I've got Herman von Rompuy and Gordon Brown and all these leaders saying we're setting up world government. I've got Ban Ki-moon in the New York Times, Secretary General of the UN, calling for world government. Then he shifted gears and said, well, you know, isn't that different from a world government? We're talking about groups just working together for peace. This isn't peace. These are liars that say Saddam has WMDs after our own government puts him in power and sets him up. This is a government that openly ships the opium out of Afghanistan into the United States. In Reuters, they admit they will not eradicate the poppy fields. This is a government that is run by a bunch of degenerate criminals violating the Constitution and Bill of Rights. This is a government run by Barack Obama, who swore to end the Patriot Act, who swore to get our troops out of Iraq immediately, who swore to not hire any lobbyists, who swore to not do any of the things he's now done. And I got to read neocons in the newspaper praising Obama because he continued torture and the war and secret arrest. I mean, I have the audio tapes where the informant recorded the FBI telling him to cook the bomb and train the driver and bomb the World Trade Center building in '93. I've interviewed the survivors that saw McVeigh and the U.S. government agents inside the Alfred P. Murrah building in the week before planting the bombs. They thought they were telephone repairmen putting gray sticks of butter on the columns. I know the feds blew that building up. I know the feds carried out 9/11. And it doesn't matter if the media just sits there and says, no, there's no world government. No, the bankers aren't robbing us. Nothing's wrong. Everything's good. Unemployment's at 8%. No, it's not. It's at 22%. It's over. The people are awake. They know about the lies. They know about the propaganda, and it's over. People are sick of it. And we're going to defeat the globalists on every front. We are never going to stop. I want listeners to go to Infowars.com. And I want you to get the DVD of Police State 4. I want you to get Invisible Empire, our 2 new films. I want you to get DVD burners. I want you to make hundreds of copies apiece. I want you to air them on Access TV. We've got both films posted for free now up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com today. I want you to get that URL address with both of them and send it to your whole email list, Facebook, everywhere else. And we're not going to stop, because when we lose our fighting spirit, they win. They are not going to break our morale. We are not going to sell out to their New World Order. We are not going to go along with their propaganda. We are not going to drink the Kool-Aid and decide that everything's okay. We are going to expose the criminal bankers that engineered this collapse by design. We now have their internal documents. We now have the indictments, and still the media is in denial. And then when they lose their jobs and when their kids are third world slaves, I hope they're man enough I hope they're man enough decades later to not make excuses about the squalor they're living in whatever petty position they've got in this dung heap. And I hope that they admit to themselves that we were right. After decades of them saying there's no global government, they go, well, yeah, there's a global government, but it's a lovey-sweetie one. It makes me sick. That makes me want to throw up. We'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. Tell everybody about the radio show, no matter how you listen. We're going to beat this New World Order. We don't have a choice. We're fighting 21st century tyranny, and we're going to do it together with God's help. Great job, crew. Retransmission starts now.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
You may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future.